I'm going to carry out an assessment on this kitchen that my son got for Christmas. So we're going to sort of assess the craftsmanship, just to see how good the quality of the build is. So I've got my measuring device along with the tape measure, and we're going to have a look to ensure that this is actually has been assembled correctly. I mean, we can see some flaws, things like this, where there's been some uneven alignment with different parts. So yeah, the tape measure I'm also going to use. So this is a new piece of equipment that I've got, so we can certainly measure things like, as an example, if we sort of measure the handle thickness on here. So we can see that is 0.7 quite clearly. Now if we check the other one, okay, we can see that that is also 0.7. So that's fine. Something that isn't the best is this alignment of the cupboards, which I think is rather poor. Now, it was me that assembled this, so I only have myself to blame. However, I just want to make sure that it's not, that it is my error, and it's not because the prefabricated elements are incorrect. So if we have a look, that is 144 mil. And then this one, get a measure on this one. Can't really see it very well there. Get a better look on this. Move that over a bit. slightly out of, alignment. They're not exactly the same length. The millimetre shouldn't matter too much. But that's what we're dealing with here. So these are the items that we've got in here. So what I'm going to see if I can do is if I can correct this unalignment. Have a look. I think I have the tool. That would be ideal for this. I did use a power drill to assemble this for convenience and speed, of course. But for this, I may just use this sort of little hand screwdriver because it's quite nimble for small spaces, and so it might be therefore be better for what I'm actually trying to do here. So if I just, with the camera readjusted, it might make the problem clearer to those watching. So it looks to me like we need to pull this top screw in more, so it will lift the handle side of this door up, which will reduce, and it will make this gap difference less dramatic, because that's what's causing this uneven, it's making it rather unattractive. I don't know how possible this will be with the tool I've got. Like I said, I assembled this with a power drill. Yeah, the problem is this is not turning. Maybe we can slacken the other side, possibly. Okay. That was close. Got it. So that is this screw that we're dealing with here. And if I can somehow get that in a bit tighter, maybe we can line this up a bit better. So I'm going to balance this screw on here. I'm going to really press this hinge in. Oh, we've lost the screw. Okay. The screw has fallen. I've retrieved the screw. So maybe we can have another attempt at this. The difficulty is always getting this stuff in. So I'm really pinching that hinge in to try and lift the cupboard door up in terms of its alignment. So if I just really tighten that in, whoa, really pinch, tighten that, zero difference, which is, well, you know, that's quite unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Didn't get the desired result. The cupboard door is still out of alignment. I don't think I'm going to be able to put that right without a power tool, because, you know, this stuff is really tough to screw in and whatnot without a proper drill. So, if we have a look now at the lower part of the kitchen, you can see we have a tray here with bits and pieces. Got a wooden tea bag there, which is pretty cool. There's actually two tea bags in that teapot. Someone likes the tea quite strong. Tell you what, if I just lower this a bit more, so you can see the rest of the kitchen there. So this cost about £100. It's for my little boy to play with. He loves this kind of stuff. And I actually built it on Christmas Eve, and it took over 2 hours because every single part was separate and needed putting together. I take that back, I didn't build it, I assembled it. There was, I think, over 140 screws. You can see some near the main ones for the support. It took so long, but it was quite rewarding when it was done. So, and then some additional presents he got. Stuff like this, where obviously goes with the kitchen. Put that on there. As you can see, he's already restocked his cupboards with bits and pieces, and oh, I do apologise, that was rather loud. If I just drop this down again, so you can see inside. Everything looks rather blue on here. Just put the main light on. So yes, in here he's got lots and lots of accessories to go with the rest of the kitchen here. Some tongs for flipping steaks. He's got all his cutlery in here. As you can see, he's actually stocked his kitchen with all the accessories already. And he's got some blades to eat off. That is good, alright. Quite cool, really. Then microwave popcorn. Excellent. Then down here tasty does that look? How tasty does that look? Some really nice sweet treats in there. Fantastic, look at that. Excellent. Oh, really? Then inside is good. What is that? Is that cheese? Like a cheese wheel. He's got some different items of food in there. It's like a little fruit veg tray. And then another tray, which seems to be poultry. Oh, look at that steak. That looks excellent. Like a poultry and protein tray. Fantastic. So if we put all these back, so I don't get in trouble. I don't think I'm putting this back right, but I'll have to do. I'm having a bit of a nightmare here. Right, now if we move along. I mean, look at this. Wow. It's excellent. A little oven section. Quite fantastic, really. So inside here is, of course, a cake. Oh, not a loaf of bread. It's got a loaf of bread in there. And I don't know what that is. Maybe a Chinese dumpling. Close this. And then the dials on here. I just want to measure some of these. Make sure that these are consistently sized. So we've got, okay, 36 mil. 36 mil. 35.75 mil. Um, 35.9 mil. And then finally, oh, that one's significantly smaller. It's 35.6 mil. So they all round to 36 mil. So I think it's fair to say they are reasonably made. be fair, there's no guarantee that I was getting the exact diameter when I was measuring them anyway. Now if we move across again, you can see here there's a little slow cooker unit, and it's got some meat, fish and different bits and pieces in there. And then over here we've got a little coffee machine. I'll bring this coffee machine down. I'll bring it down all the way down here. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like all this wooden stuff, I think it's great. Up there on top. Oh, I don't know what that. You've got your different coffee selections. It's all very ASMR. This is then we've got the okay, I didn't need that. This is where you put the coffee powder. Oh, that's that one, the milk frother thing. And then the finalised product is, of course, a coffee. Which I think is pretty cool. Where do I put this? And where does the frother go? It goes in here somewhere. Put that back up here. And then finally, there's this water maker with ice cube, which is pretty cool also. With more products in here. Oven pizza. This might be a French chiller unit. Semi-skimmed milk. Different bits and pieces. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And that is this unit really. I think it was about £100, and as you can see it is quite a cool kitchen unit. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't fix the